Oh, back out fishing for crabs. One thing I've learned while playing this game, I've got nearly 200 hours into this game, is the pots. I know, you know, this game is got loads of bugs, but it's the pots that cause me the problems. But they don't know more. But what I'd done was I've always used, well, back in some of my old videos, I thought I had something like 12 pots, and I think I went down to 11 or something. Well, I'm back on 8 pots now, and what I'd done was, in my last session, which I didn't record, I went into the harbour and I thought, oh, I'll increase my pots to 12. So I upgraded to 12 pots, and me being me, I forgot to buy them. So I went back out and with 8 pots, but I upgraded to 12, but I only had 8 pots on board. And oh, that caused me problems. It was like even though I had 8 pots on board, but because I upgraded to 12, it's like the NPCs, it was like they thought I had 12 when I didn't. So even though I upgraded to 12, it was like they, because I did, you know, they just, the crane wouldn't work. They stood there and they caused me hell of a problems. But it was like you know, I had the feeling that they were looking for that number 12 pot. It's like they count downwards, if you know what I mean. They take number 12 first, then 11, and work their ways down like that. So then, of course, I went back to my previous save, and because I saved it before I went into port, I went back to my previous save and went back into port again, upgraded to 12, but this time I bought 12. So now I've got 12 pots on board, and that still caused me a lot of problems. They wouldn't work. You know, they wouldn't operate the crane. So I went out and I tried to do it, and then I managed to hoik one pot out from the pack and put it on the launcher. Then they took over, but then when it came to pot 11, no, they wouldn't work. So for me, you know, well, it was just, you know, since I went back to 8 again, I have had no problems. The only problem I get, if you call it a glitch or a bug, is Alex. Yeah, it's Alex, the one in red. He will get his coat stuck in that door, and I got to go down and I got to give him a nudge. Then he's all right. I always get that problem. And my other problem I get, bug or a glitch, I don't know what you want to call it, is the crane. When I'm actually retrieving pots, and then the crane takes the pot off the launcher. It when it takes it off the launcher to put it in the stack, sometimes the crane freezes up. So all I got to do is just go on deck. As soon as I go on deck, it releases it, and it's all right. That's the only 2 problems I have. And the other problem I had, another one I noticed, which I thought was a bit odd. We're down to 8 now. It's Stanley. Yeah, I always have Alex I always have Alex throwing the hook. And in my last session, I thought I'd swap them around a bit, and I put Stanley, which I didn't think would make any difference. I put Stanley on the hook. Oh, that was a no-go. He wouldn't throw the hook until the pot was nearly level with the launcher. He wouldn't throw slightly in front, or he wouldn't even throw slightly behind it. I thought that was a bit odd, but I thought NPC, end off, but no, he wouldn't throw the hook unless that pot was exactly with the launcher. Then it wasn't guaranteed. And I tried to run a whole string of pots like that. Oh, I couldn't do it. I think I set about 4 pots, and I thought, no, I can't be having this. So I swapped them back again, and it worked. Not setting pots, retrieving pots, and then after put Alex back, it worked fine. I didn't think changing an NPC would make a difference, but that did for me. So I always keep I never have more than 3 crew. I'm always worried if I have 4 that might cause a problem, because I know this game is a bit sensitive. Yeah, a bit sensitive. I only have what I sort of need and no more. But I would like to have 12 pots, but I can't run 12 pots. Everything bugs out, glitches. It just won't work. But then when I was watching, I sort of, the way they stacked the pots, I thought, well, yeah, probably because you can only have 8 pots on deck. So if you have 12, the other 4 actually don't stack on top or beside the pots. They sort of stack inside the 8 that's on the deck. And when I was watching it, I thought, well, yeah, I can sort of see that could be especially with the game is a bit sensitive. I thought, well, yeah, I could see that being a problem. Pots being stacked inside of pots. But touch wood, I don't, having 8 pots, 3 crew. I haven't swapped the no, I got that wrong. It's Kirk that doesn't like throwing the hook. He's the one in yellow. Stanley, I think Stanley's the one in blue. It's Kirk. So I had Kirk on the crane. I got Kirk on the crane. Alex is the one that throws the hook and baits the pots. And I'm here talking and I'm not watching what I'm doing, and I'm trying to line myself up and I'm all over the place. It's the way I always do it. I always set 8 pots. Well, that's where I'm never going to go more than 8. And I go down the bottom of the string and I sit here now and just wait, have some rest. I'll wait for 12 hours. Check there's no storms. If anybody new is watching, and when it comes to storms, probably worked this out anyway, but I'm not trying to tell people what's what. But for me, the storm has no edge. So the dark ring or the circle, the dark circle of the storm is the storm. There's no beginning, if you see what I mean. And as soon as your boat, just the tiniest amount of that, your boat touches that dark ring, you're in the storm. You can't be on the edge of the storm. So if you see a storm coming and it touches just slightly touches your boat, you're in the storm. So before that happens, the best thing to do is, if you see a storm coming up behind you or whatever, just hit the time button, T, and wait an hour, and then usually the storm passes by and you just carry on as normal. That's what I do. I mean, I don't know if that works for other people, and I don't even know if if it's just me with the 8 pots and everybody else can have 12, and I'm the one that can only have 8. I know I can't have 12. I know I can't have 12. Let's see if Alex now gets his coat stuck. I hope I'm sounding alright, because I've got a new mic. I've always struggled with mics, because I think my voice is a bit low. Old age, that's what that is, but I haven't got a very clear voice. I've got a bit of a husky, low voice. Well, I would say husky, but it's a bit of a low tone voice. I always struggle with mics. Oh, he's turned around. That's different. He did that last time before I started recording. I thought, I'll run a string of pots. I'll run a string of pots just to see, make sure everything's working alright. Excuse me. See if everything's working alright. And I noticed that's something new, that is. So I've never seen him do that before. He normally comes out the door and just stares right at me, like to say my coat's stuck and he's jammed. I got to go down and give him a push, and then he's all right. But I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw him then. He came out. As soon as he came out, he spun around to pick up the hook from the stores, but that's something new, that is. You might hear. I've got it while I'm picking these pots up, and I've got to be watching what I'm doing here. When I'm picking the pots up, I've got to listen for that crane. It makes a certain noise when it releases the pot. If I don't hear that sound, then I know I got a pot jammed on the crane. And all I got to do is just go out on the deck. I ain't gonna walk nowhere. Just gotta open the door and downstairs to go on the deck, and or push the Q button, and you end up on the deck. As soon as that happens, it drops the pot. But if Alex is spinning around when he's coming out that door, see, he's gone forward now to get a hook. But if it was Kirk, or was it Stanley? I don't know which one was on the. Might be Stanley that's on the crane. Find out in a minute. Could be Stanley. It's the one in yellow. Stanley. He does not like the hook. Excuse me. Which I wouldn't have thought would have made any difference. And the only reason why I swapped them around is like, I'm gonna have a cough a minute. Cool. The only reason why I swapped them around was, you know, you got somebody sorting crabs, somebody throwing the hook, somebody on the crane, and I thought it'd be nice to swap them around a little bit. You know, if I'm playing like realistically, it's like they get a rest. They get a rest from doing the same job all the time. But it didn't work. So, see, Alex threw the hook in. Stanley wouldn't. He'd wait till it's about there. Then he'd throw the hook. But then again, if the boat rolled a little bit and it went a little bit too far past that launch table, and then he wouldn't throw the hook. Several times I had to go in reverse to try and line it up again. So I got Kirk on the table. I got him running about 30%. I don't need him to run any faster. Or I don't need him to sort any faster. I'm more worried if I try to make him work too fast, he might start to glitch or bug out. And I go forward in first gear. I don't see no point in me going any faster because there's crabs on the table. So if I picked them up any faster, they wouldn't get sorted any faster. So there's no rush for me to pick them up. Knock it out of gear now. Now we're in neutral now. It will stay there until the crane picks the pot up, or just before the crane picks the pot up to store it. Then I'll put it. And I'll start moving forward. Because I mean, I got crabs coming now on the table, and he still hasn't finished sorting. So if I picked him up any faster, it wouldn't make any sense to me. Oh, just finished the last crab. So he's finishing just as the crab's being put back on the table, which is spot on. Well, of course, it depends how many he's got to sort. See, there's quite a few people that do like this game. I'll pick this pot up, then I'll go down and I'll clear the table. Usually I clear it, yeah, on the first fall, or I clear it on this one and just leave 3. And I'll clear the table when we get to the end, but I always clear it halfway. But I said the no-go for me is the pots. And another thing I can't seem to sort out, if I sit here in the wheelhouse, if I move my mouse, it moves really quick. But as soon as I go down on deck, it moves so slowly, and I can't change that. Now I don't know how loud, because it's a new mic, I don't know how loud to talk. And I could be blowing your eardrums out for all I know. If I am, I do apologise. Because I don't know. I'm not used to it. That's it, that's finished. But it's the pots that cause me the most problem. Not now, because I've only got 8. Now it's running really quite smooth now. Now I've gone back to 8. I don't seem to have any problems whatsoever. I have more than 8 pots and I've got a world of hurt then, a world of pain. Trying to sort things out, trying to... I mean, the other day I must have put in 8-10 hours and I never had one problem. Probably jinx it now. I got to be careful when I jump in here because I move my mouse too much. It swings so fast. I always turn my torch on as soon as I jump in, especially if it's night time. It lights up down there really nice so I can see what's going on. Three more to pick up. The long season, this one is started off at 15. Did increase the hold capacity and the diesel, so I could stay out here longer. Alex got confused then. Which way do I go? don't think it hurts too much. Pushing each other out the way because they want to. Especially Alex pushing Stanley out the way because he wants to get to the crane. Well, he doesn't do the crane, the hook. The pot hook. I think it helps. See there, it's happened now. The crane hasn't released. The crane is jammed. I would say the hook that hooks the pot to the crane is jammed. So all I got to do, you listen, you'll hear it. There it goes. That's the sound I'm listening for. Now I'm all right now. It's released now. Another reason why I don't go too quick, or don't try to pick them up too quick. So I've got time to, because if that one's jammed and Alex is swinging the hook for another pot, and I just feel there's too much going on at the same time and things could turn ugly. So. Well, you know what they say, don't they? Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know how true that is, but... I always let him throw the hook, and then after he's hoiked it a couple times, I put it in neutral. That's what I do. See, he needs to get that hook on that pot, so you got to push Stanley out of the way. Because I think Stanley used to freeze if he stayed on the crane. I think he used to freeze up sometimes if he's standing there. Like he was daydreaming, but he didn't know what to do next. He had to go up there and give him a shove, and he was all right then. So if you, I don't know how sensitive that mic is. You might be hearing me slurping too. So I get. I don't know if that pot dropped then, because I was talking. Yeah, it did. I didn't hear, I wasn't listening for it. So I don't want to hook this pot before that other pot is dropped, stacked. But if Alex is coming at that door and swinging around straight away like he has done, because that's only the second time in all the time I've been playing this game, I've never seen him do that. Never. That's something new. And if he's doing that, then he might not get his coat stuck. He might be like we would in real life. If it's all slams behind you and you're going to get your coat stuck, you make sure you get out there quick. Swing around so your tail of your coat don't get caught. That's what I get the impression when I saw him do that. It's like, you catching me this time. So he swung around quick before he got caught. It's like the door's on a heavy spring or something, so it self-closes. But I said that's the second time it's only second time. I don't know if you actually saw it. I'm staring at him because I'm expecting him to get caught. Right, let's get down and sort this table out. Well, that's better. It's more even. was a bit uneven last time. Right, that's all that done. Now, I always do this. I really don't know how loud to actually talk. I'm really worried I'm blowing your eardrums. I'll find out when I replay the video. I'll see how loud I am. But I always repair the pots. Repair them every time. After hauling them in, I always repair them. And I always oil everything. Alright, that's that done. Alright, any storms anywhere? Let's just have a quick look at the main map. No, no storms. At the moment, but they can pop up anytime. I've been out there looking like that, and like no storms anywhere, and then looking at that, set one pot, turned around like that, and I had 3 of them. Side by side, all in a line coming straight for me. It popped up from nowhere. Let's give them a quick 2-minute rest. I don't like jumping from pot collecting straight to pot setting, or I mean pot setting you need to wait. I wait 12 hours But I never jump one. I always have a 2-minute rest, 2-second rest, and then restart again. Trying to... see, he came out that... No, it was the other one in it. That's when he does the hook, I was going to say. And that's... Oh, that's Kirk. Ah, so it's Kirk that's in the red. Not... Alex is in the... I don't know, I'm confusing myself now. Yeah, Alex is in the red, yeah, of course he is. Kirk is in the blue. Oh, let's get outside. I hope it's not too loud outside. It's a little bit noisy, isn't it? See more if I stand here. That's why I came out for. Better on a not so much of a rough night. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? That's a bit quieter. I'm going to set these on 5. We've got nearly 3,500 kilos of crabs. It's handy being in here as well because I can see if the storm is going to, because they can just break anywhere and just pop up any time. I can't see them outside, so like I can here. What's the temperature? 36, 19 meters. I like to fish around about 35 to 38. I will go 34 and I will go 39, but I like to fish around 35 to 38 if I can. I don't know if that's the best temperature. It's the one I fish at. Tried to anyway. Got 12 days left. 12 days and 8 hours. It's a long season. I just put it in first gear and just let it run at about 4.5 knots. just don't touch it when I'm setting. Seem to space them out nicely. If he runs out of bait, Stanley will come out. But I haven't got Stanley on bait. But he will come out. Offer to if he runs out. There's a little bit of a chop. Not too bad. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, he didn't come out. He has been coming out. Temperature's dropping. I'm gonna have to turn. I'm gonna change my heading. So I'm heading sort of like, you know, towards that island, a small island. We'll change it. Last pot going over. Now she blows. Now they can have a proper rest now. Now they can have a proper rest. Do you like the sound of these engines? The gulls are there. Which way? Yeah, the gulls are in that heading. What I'm going to do, I came off my heading, I'm going to follow those gulls, I think. Pick these pots up and I'll change my heading slightly. And follow the gulls. I'm not too far off their heading, but time. $12 I can get down the bottom then turn around and then time I rest for 12 hours, it'll be midday tomorrow. It sounds a bit of a grunt in these engines, which is nice. See, the water's warmer up here. It's 36. If I change my heading slightly, I should be in slightly warmer water. Turning too quick. I think I'm going to leave it there actually. I'm going to have 12 hours rest and then I'm going to pick this string of pods up. Well, thanks for watching. Bye for now.